install of the LED lights here. That's what I got left. Worked out great with the Solar Beast or UV Beast. It's the light that I had done. It didn't take long for it to cure up. Use my solar res here on it. Some kicker, some thin CA. Thin CA I use to glue this in. I wanted it to kind of flow into here. That's why I didn't use the solar res on it. I wanted it to flow all the way down in the inside this thing here. So I'll have to say the on the lights here, that's the stickiest backing on a LED set that I've run across. It's very adhesive. Now, you're still gonna feel more comfortable with having the you know, an extra secure. You could use super glue on this. I don't like per se to use super glue on my LEDs type of thing. It's just messy and time consuming and stuff like that you have to you know, put some glue on, some kicker, some glue, some kicker, some glue, and the glue is on a time limit, where the UV solar res here, you can do all your cleanup that you want or need to do right away before you hit it with the UV light, because it doesn't cure until it hits UV, obviously. So I'm going to turn this on. Hopefully it's not going to flash out the camera here, but it turned out fantastic. This is going to give me a lot of light. I've got another riser that I'm going to do. It's a different riser. It's one I built for my Cobra, my Anycubic Cobra S1, and that's going to look good. So here we go with lights. I'm going to turn off my overhead light and turn this on. And just look at that. Here, I'll turn these on. Look at all that glow that you got right there. Doesn't really show up in the camera, but there's a lot of light right there. And then that riser, or not riser, but lid will fit right in this track right here. And it's got a tint on it, so it's going to trap all that light into here in the printer. This riser here for this particular printer is perfect. It has all the I'll turn this off and kind of show you real quick. Now that I'm done connecting all these, I removed the knobs on this because I wanted it to sit flat when I was putting in the lights. As you can see, right here is the little thing. There's the knob that goes back and forth. When you tighten this knob down, this thing locks in place. So, and you know, look how close that is right there. That's why I like this riser. so much. But yeah, that's how I install my LEDs. Boyd was using that solar res on Windows and things like that in his models for clear windows, and I thought, well, I'll try this to see how it is for an adhesive. And as far as an adhesive goes, this is pretty clear, but if you're up close, you can see, reflections on it because it's shiny, and in type of thing. And this is matte type thing, so you can see where it is, but it's for what I'm using this for, is perfect. So this is Ron from Sci-Fi Model Shop. Stay tuned. I do have another riser coming up. I have some other projects that I'm going to be working on. I just want to close here. I did reach out for the into printable accessories, the sanding thing. I did get done printing all my 10 bases. I'm kind of waiting for the stretch goals to finish up. They say about 2 weeks, and they'll release the files to the public at that point, so they have everything all at once. But there's some things in the accessories I may want to print versus the main Kickstarter files. So that's why I started on the riser and things like that, in doing those while I was waiting. So maybe a couple of weeks that we're back into printing the desktop tools, which I think is really, really excellent, good idea. Anyhow, this is Ron from Sci-Fi Model Shop saying energize and let's go build a model and keep busy with the winter coming on. Have a great day. Where do you go, you freaking mouse player? So this is Ron from Sci-Fi Model Shop. Energize. And let's build a model. Stay tuned for part 2 coming up soon.